Hello, Pokemon Go trainers. It's a Seahawks fan with another Go Battle League video, and today we got Shiny Shadow Blastoise in a triple Shadow team. Rollout Blastoise, crazy! It is so good. It's fun, and I'm stealing this team from Home Slice Henry, but I have Shadowfied it. Now, so he did use Shadow Annihilate, but he did not use either Shadow Blastoise or Credilli. I was definitely tempted to use an on-Shadow Credilli. I mean, I have already used Shadow Credilli. But, like, with wanting to use the Shadow Shiny... Oh, kaboom! The Shadow Shiny Blastoise. I was like, let's just do the triple Shadow team. And I think this is my favorite triple Shadow team I've ever used. Now, I mean, all these Pokemon are pretty meta. I mean, Counter is not what it used to be, but it definitely is pretty handy still. Gonna trust in the Shadow Annihilate. Now, I do think Shadow Annihilate is the most important one to use as a Shadow. I mean, Home Slice Henry, much higher elo, did get to really, really high elo. Had a crazy 17.5 run, starting in the low 2900s. But, I mean, the extra damage from Shadow Annihilate definitely very handy. Credilli definitely the one I'd least suggest to use as a Shadow. Definitely gonna have to try out regular Blastoise. I mean, the extra damage is definitely nice. I mean, thankfully, Rollout was nerfed in damage. Oh, my opponent makes a nice catch. And we had a nice neutral lead. Now, you do want Ice Punch on Annihilate for all the jump pluffs. Now, I mean, typically you want Skull Bash on Blastoise, which I actually just did not use the same team in all the moves. And, yeah. I mean, it worked out. Definitely nice. One of the most successful teams for me of the season. Second most successful team getting me highest elo. Second highest elo. Almost. Actually, no, close. Close enough. I made reach higher with a different Master League team. Does my opponent expect me to full send kaboom? Actually, they expected me to throw the rocks. Not Rock Slide, the thing. I don't even see the name of the move. The Rock Tomb. They expected me to throw Rock Tomb into the Glam Reasoning, which is a smart thing to do. Ooh, we got a Shiny Shadow Blastoise versus a Shiny Blastoise. My opponent makes a amazing catch on what would have been a Skull Bash if I was not running Ice Beam or attempt. Wait, no, I didn't even. I just clicked the Hydro Cannon. Yay! I definitely would have thrown the Skull Bash if I did have Skull Bash, though. They do Skull Bash me in return, though. I mean, 2 shields apiece. This should only be a Hydro Cannon, thankfully. Gonna go for Rock Tomb. I mean, they're gonna shield. And getting them debuffed is definitely nice. Actually, I could have KO'd with the Grass Knot. Dang that, I should have gone for the KO. But Sableye comes in and gonna be able to get to Rock Tomb. Gonna actually pivot into Annihilate. I mean, they get to moves faster. But they didn't throw the foul play immediately. I'm a little surprised they wanted some extra energy, knowing they have the ability to shield with these. This is where the power of the Shadow Credilli... Oh, wait, no. I just lose. Just too much energy. The energy generation on Sableye. They just... Good judgment on them. Not entirely sure what I should have done differently. We're going to safe swap expecting a Thunder Fang Steelix. And it was. And Rock Tomb resisted, able to get a debuff on Machamp. Unfortunately, Shadow Machamp is just a little too strong still. And I go goodbye. Gonna bring in an Annihilate. I do respect the Stone Edge. I mean, it would have done a decent amount of damage. I mean, I still have a shield. We do thankfully get met with Shadow Shiny Sableye. Cool. This is super cool. Power Play is launched. I'm going to throw a move for the KO. And we are going to absolutely destroy with the counter. But can we get to 2 moves? We need 2 moves. Now, in actually doing the battle, I thought I actually could have thrown a Rage Fist, but I could not have. But if I could have thrown a Rage Fist to take a shield and then Hydro Cannon reached on Blastoise, definitely actually could have won. Now, I think that's a battle where I would have been better with regular Blastoise, the non-Shadow, just the extra bulk. But also maybe an Annihilate Safe Swap would have been a bit better. I mean, possibly. We're going to see Old School Metacham, and I think it's on Psycho Cut. Yeah, it's on Psycho Cut, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to let my Annihilate go down. Oh, it's a Psychic. That's a lot of damage. No shielding. Dynamic Punch. Wow, that's a pretty significant kaboom. Hydro Cannon is going to get big damage. Unfortunately, they're going to be pacing to the next Dynamic Punch before my next Hydro Cannon. I'm not going to shield that low health Blastoise. I cannot Bullet Seed down, even with that Shadow damage bonus. I do full send the Grass Knot. How much damage does it do? It gets him down to yellow. That's huge. They're going to throw Rock Tomb to debuff me. Can I Bullet Seed down? Oh, we take each other out for simultaneous KO. Unfortunately, we still have 2 Pokemon remaining. Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff is a tough thing to see in the lead. Even as a Shadow, we should be able to reach 2 Hydro Cannons, which is nice. I do respect the damage they can dish. It is a Swift. They're going to bring in the Cordilli. Are they going to respect the Ice Beam? Ice Beam, kabooms! And we do get to the Hydro Cannon. After the Ice Beam, we're going to try to counter down. They do get to a move. It is Rock Tomb, resisted Rock Tomb. Not enough for the KO. We're in a mad spot. Ooh, we cannot counter down the Wigglytuff. But we can meet a Gastrodon as door number 3. And Cordilli is just going to one-hit KO. And they knew we just had the energy lead. We were going to get to 2 moves first. We got an Aqua lead into Roserade. Now, I do really like Blastoise. Definitely really good. I think it is definitely one of the best. Maybe the best water type. I mean, I probably will have to be using Shadow Swampert again. Ooh, my opponent makes a nice catch of Hydro Cannon onto Dusclops. They are going to be bulky enough to hang on from that, even from the extra shadow damage. We do get a rollout down, though. We do get to a parting Hydro Cannon before we go down. Now, you got to be really careful about Poison Sting. Oh, Roserade, I almost get one-hit K-boomed. Oof. I should have shielded that. I do shield that next Leaf Storm. Poison Double Ghost. Shadow damage, bunch of extra damage, but not enough, and we are just going to get taken down. That seems like an okay team. I mean, maybe like a Fairy, a Wigglytuff Double Ghost. Kind of makes a little bit more sense on the standard ABB team. But, I mean, being able to get to Leaf Storm in 7 Poison Stings and then super cheap. Just getting to those Weather Balls really, really quick. Blastoise is going to take me out, but Cordilli is going to come in. Ooh, my opponent makes a nice catch of Rock Tomb onto the Melmetal. We're going to pivot into Blastoise straight away. I think it is needed to commit shields to the Blastoise. Actually, no, I do not. I call the double Iron Bash bait. Let's go. They probably have superpower after this. And let's go. We take them out. They may boost their defense with the Skull Bash, but even with a weak Bullet Seed, we can farm down a water type with that grass attack. Drapion. Definitely a bit of an annoying Pokemon to deal with. Crunch is respected. Thankfully, no defense drop. Should be able to get to 2 Hydro Cannons before 2 Crunches from them. Is that... Actually, no, that may be a second Crunch. It is a second Crunch. They do get the defense drop from there. We're not going to go for the roll-off for proper timing because we're just going to swap into Credilli. Surely they're not going to get another Crunch defense drop. They do not, thankfully. Ooh, my opponent is deciding to preserve the Drapion and be Rock Slide for some nice damage. Grass Knot, I would be intrigued to see what damage Grass Knot does, but we do hang on 1 HP in a dream. We have a good enough Shadow Credilli to hang on. Ooh, they have Golisopod. That is awkward. We get some decent damage. Do we have enough HP on our backline? Pokemon. Aquajet takes us out. Rollout is enough for the KO, and we have a move. Perfect. Just enough energy. Oh, wait. Wait, actually, I think my opponent could have actually won Poison Sting for the KO. I'm not sure if Credilli would have done enough damage. I'll take it, though. And my opponent crashed. I mean, that's the power of having a non-Shadow Drapion. Ice Beam Kabooms! Huge damage. They're good enough IV Guzzlord. I mean, Guzzlord just has so much HP they're able to hang on. And they know I have Ice Beam, so they're going to no-shield the Hydro Cannons. But Rollon is adding up, and I don't mind this chip damage. They're going to overfarm before I get to my 3rd Hydro Cannon. Ooh, perfect. Perfectly timed by them. Well played. Ooh, we cannot counter down in 1 hit. We no shield Sparkling Area. We see a Alolan Sandslash get absolutely countered down all the way. Beautiful. This team is fantastic. 2340, very, very high elo for me. Only 2 other teams able to get myself like this high of elo. We terrified the Glamour Weezing. Sableye comes in. They're going to let me throw a move first, which is totally fine. Actually, just stay in here because I think it's the smart thing to do. I can shield and I can get the Hydro Cannon, and it may get the KO close. Oh, it does not take the KO, but we're going to bring in Credilli. We do see Glamour Weezing. I do not mind this at all. This is actually what I want to see because the Annihilate does not want to see this Weezing. Now, what moveset are they running? Sludge? Overheat Kabooms! But with that debuff already, let's go. And they have the cheapest move, Brutal Swing. Gonna overform a bit of energy, giving them a free Fairy Wind. And, I mean, they're debuffed. I have a shield. They did not want to give me too much energy because, well, I mean, I think I just win in the matchup with the shield. They're going to have Glamour Weezing have some hope still, though. Overheat Kabooms. How much HP on my Pokemon left? Oh, no. Weezing, no, it gets to move. It cleans up. Well played, well played. They went for the bad manners overheat. Oh, my gosh. It would have been so funny if I did end up winning because they tried to go for overheat. Well played. Real close battle. That's, I mean, pretty high elo for the season. Like, they're legend and expert players, but definitely pretty respectable. I mean, it's not bad of an elo, but it's still pretty good skill level. We're going to let the acrobatics take us out, and we're going to save our last shield for Credilli. We can do plenty of damage with the Rock Tomb. We're actually just going to go for it straight away. Alligator's going to come in, and they're going to make a catch of the Grass Knot. Well played. They know they cannot get to Ice Beam before we get to a Grass Knot. We're going to survive whatever's thrown. Drill Run, the best move they can do. We have a move banked, and we have Annihilate here to absolutely wreck. And they may have some good energy on their Gator, but we got good energy on the Credilli. We're going to go for the Rage Fist ASAP because boosting counter is going to be crucial. And Gator's going to be forced to throw because they get KO'd from the next move. And we're going to throw Rock Tomb to get this guy out of here. Get that Gator back in the wild. Shadow Probopass lead, really cool. Really cool to see this thing. They're going to let me make the first move. I do not mind this at all. We take a shield, and we're going to just throw the next Hydro Cannon. As they let us, but we don't need a shield. I don't mind countering down. Shadow Sableye comes in. It's actually, I mean, it is annoying to deal with, but thankfully we do still have a shield. So we're going to bring in Credilli, get met with the Shadow Jump Pluff, which can be somewhat awkward. We get the debuff, so we're going to survive whatever is thrown. It's a Aerial Bait. Taking a shield with Aerial Ace, I think, is somewhat crucial to winning to the remaining win condition. They're going to get my shield with the next Aerial Ace, so. But we say goodbye to the Jump Pluff. We bring in Annihilate, we cannot counter down. But oh my gosh, the game robbed me. The game robbed me. One turn, bring in lag. I could have gotten that Bullet Seed. It may be such a weak move, but it's shadow on shadow damage. I got robbed. I got absolutely robbed. I should have gotten a Bullet Seed in. I had the shield to protect myself on one charge attack, but not two. Game bamboozled me. I definitely should have gotten that win. We're going to take a shield from there. Blastoise with throwing the Hydro Cannon. We're going to have another Hydro Cannon. They know it's only a Hydro Cannon. So they're going to no shield, and they are boosted. We're going to trust shields to Annihilate and Credilli. We're going to go for the Rock Tomb. Is it enough for the KO? It is. Okay, it is still enough. Shadow Dragonite comes in. Kind of awkward here. Dragon Claw is launched. Rock Tomb is going to take a shield because they're probably one-shots. They're going to swap before we get to Ice Punch. We're going to throw Shadow Rage Fist. And we are going to counter down. We need to counter down and have Ice Punch. Because I think they left with a move on Dragonite. But the thing is, I mean, if they had a move and they got 1-turn lag, we got Redemption. Because they should win Charge Attack priority. I'm not entirely sure if they had a move. Definitely was not counting perfectly on the energy. I mean, if we rob the opponent after getting robbed, I guess it evens out. I mean, it's just injustice for us all. It is such a big problem, especially that the Sableye. 1-turn bringing lag, just such a problem with Go Battley right now. I mean, in general, from what I hear, iOS definitely, like Apple, definitely a lot better. A lot less problems with Go Battley. Just Go Battley is more suited. But also, I mean, I think I do generally notice the 1-turn lag a lot more now that I'm a better player. Definitely understanding the counts. Like, know the counts a lot better. Let me know how often you see 1-turn bringing lag. I mean, especially when you can get a free Incinerate in. Definitely a big missed opportunity. Definitely a big robbery. My opponent let this Rage Fist go. I was a little surprised, but I guess they didn't think they could get to 2 Rage Fists before I counted them down. And we're going to clean up Jellicent, one of the most annoying Pokemon in Go Battle League right now. And, I mean, that is a very nice 23-54 ELO reach. This team, I mean, definitely really good. I mean, definitely really fun. I mean, all these Pokemon are very nice in the meta. Subscribe to the channel for daily Go Battle League videos. And, I mean, let me know if you ever try this team. Definitely fun. Definitely strong. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.